Hi everyone, David Maley here, and today I'm going to show you how to quickly find duplicates in Excel in your data. Now, you can either find the duplicates and remove them if that's what you want to do, or in this case, I want to identify customers. So I've got customers, store, transactions, quantity sold, and selling price, and the period, right? But what I mainly want to do is I want to look at my customers here, and I want to identify people that bought or visited more than once. So I want to identify my repeat customers. Right now, this could be for a campaign. This could be for a sales marketing thing. It could be anything. So what I wanted, or an event, anything. So what I want to do is this column right here, A, right? See this right here? I want to take this column, but I don't want to do it in here because I have all these other columns with it. If I do it here, it'll come up wrong, give me wrong information. So what I want to do is you either take the whole column like this by clicking up here and copying it, or what I can do is I can click right here, hit shift and control and down, and that gives me that whole column. And then what I want to do is hit copy, and I want to take that and I want to take it to a new page. Now here I've already gone and figured out what the duplicate values are in here, but let's say I haven't done that yet. So let's take this. We're going to delete that out. This is a complete walkthrough what I want to do, and this is going to be removing that whole row, right? So let's go back here. Let's copy this. This is what we want, right? That row of that whole column of customers, right? Then I go back here, and what we're going to do is paste this with this one. Okay, I don't want to paste with anything else. I want to use this right here, which is just going to give me the exact values, right? Now, we have a problem here. We have to remove the conditional formatting. So let's remove this first. Let's clear all rules for that selected cells. And okay, so now we're starting fresh, right? So we have our customer ID and all of the customer IDs we brought over from the other page, which is like 3,506 of them. Okay, 3,505. Okay, what I want to do next is I want to select this row, right? And what I really want to do is, the best way to do is this, in case you have some hidden data down below or something like that. I get data from people that has little mess ups and I don't want to include that. So I just want this row, or this column. And then what I'm going to do is conditional formatting, and I'm going to go to highlight cell rules, none of the others, just the highlight cell rules, and then I'm going to go to right here, duplicate values. So I want to identify them, and now here's where I'm going to identify them. Now I can stick with the light red fill with dark red text, or I can make it something else. I don't care. I'm going to stick with what they got. So it's going to give me a light red, pinkish fill with dark red text. So if it's a duplicate, if it's not going to do it. It's going to stay the way it is. So we click OK. Now let's see if that worked. So if we go through our data here, I see some in there. See some? Right there. See those ones with red and pink? Those are our duplicates, okay? There's several of them in there. Now what I want to do is I want to click right in here, and you can click anywhere in here, but I want to click in here. And what I want to do is hit sort and filter. I'm going to bring a filter box over. So now see that? I've got that little drop down arrow there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, right, and let that pop up. And I want to do filter by color, right? So what I'm going to do here is filter by color. Now I can either do either one of these two, or it's going to be the same thing. Now this wouldn't be if I selected more than one thing to, like if I had the highest numbers one color, the lowest numbers another color, and duplicates another color, then I have to make sure I'm very specific on what I select. Here I don't have to worry about it. So right now I've got filter by cell color. I'm going to pick this and watch what happens. Give it a second. Those are all my duplicates, and every single one of them. So it's not just one of them, it's all of them. So it shows me them, but they're not necessarily in order, are they? No, they're not. So let's get them in order. So what I want to do is I want to have them in order. So let's hit sort and filter. And I'm going to sort smallest to largest, right? Now they're all in order, so you can see which ones are duplicates and which ones are not. I mean, they're all duplicates, but which ones go. So here, there's 3 of this one, there's 2 of this one, and so on. What I want to do next, I want to take this list, right? I want to copy it, just like this. I'm going to go to my third page here, because I don't want to mess with the fact there's hidden data underneath that. In here there is. See how you have the different row numbers here? There's skips. So I don't want to deal with that. I want to take it over here. And what I want to do is let's just get rid of this whole thing over here. Okay, and let's paste that here. Oh, you can't paste. Why? Because when you delete something, you have to go back and recopy it. So let's copy it again, bring it back over here. And when I paste this time, what I want to do is I want to use this again, which is the values only. I don't want everything with it. I want just the values, right? So that gives me just those 19 instead of having, the whole list of 2,500 or 3,500 customer IDs. So now to this, what I want to do is I want to insert a row here. We could call this our customer ID, and we can call, oh, let me change that U to a lowercase u, and we could say type, right? So let's have type. And with the type, what we're going to do is we're going to put repeat, right? So I want, if it repeats, I want to know and be able to identify it. So let's do this, and then let's bring this down because they all repeat, all these guys. Okay, so now that we have that, what I can do is I can go back to my original sales data, and I can put in, I've already put them in here and I'll show you what they are, but I can put in here two different columns, right? And what I've got is I've got customer type and type. So the first one is going to be a VLOOKUP based on that new tab I have called repeats. And so what I'm going to do is I'm using A2, which is right here, your customer ID, and I'm looking that up against this. And here's the actual VLOOKUP. I'm looking that up against that list on the repeats page. I want the second column, which is where it says repeats, and I want false. So what that's going to do is it's going to give me either an NA, okay, or it's going to give me a repeat. So let's click on this. So once you're done with any of these, you go and put the filter back on like this. And what I'm going to do is while I'm in here, let's do this, and there you go. There's my repeat. So if I were to clip this off and just look at the repeats, look at that, they all came over. Okay, and again, once you do this, you copy that down to all of your other rows in there. So let's bring this back, or you can do this, and they're all in here. So once I do that, I would copy this down by clipping right here on this little plus sign and take that down for all the rows. And then the next one is I want to know if is NA, which is this, right? This is the formula in Excel, is NA. If that H2 is an NA, then what we want is we want new. We don't want to have NA. We don't want to, that's ugly, and we don't want to deal with that. So what we're going to do is have new, or set it back to repeat. So then you copy that down, and so what you'll see is now instead of NA or repeat, we now have new or repeat, and let's just hit just repeat. There it is. It's correct. Okay. If we hit new, we'll just hit the new ones. Okay. So what I've done there is I've shown you how to go and take a whole list of customer IDs. And what's really valuable with this is that you can identify repeat customers. You can identify how many times they've visited, and I might want to target them differently. So because those are my repeat customers, in this case it's Quickie Mart sales, I might want to send them a coupon to get them to come to reward them for coming back in more than once. Maybe give them 10% off on their future purchase or for future visit or something like that, and send them through an email. So I might want to go and at the cash register ask them for their email address, and then with that information, utilize that, or if we already have it, to target these customers or give them a reward or something like that. You can then take this and you could go and graph this or whatever you want to do, but you now have a way to get your duplicate values, and once you have these duplicate values, you can either remove them from here, right? So I could have done the same thing. I could remove them and filter this to, if I don't want them, I just get rid of the repeats, and do the same thing. I can copy this without the repeats and into another tab here, and then I have the customer IDs with all their information without any duplicates if that's what I wanted. Or I could do the opposite and say I want to just look at the repeats. Here they are. Whatever I want to do, I have. This is how you can quickly and easily identify repeat customers or duplicate values in Excel, and you can do this in seconds, and it's easy to use, and it uses a lot. You'll use this a lot in marketing, data science, data analytics. So thanks again for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Please take a moment to subscribe and like down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see in my new upcoming videos, what I'm going to do next, what you would like to see in the future in these videos, what you would like to learn. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what your thoughts are. I would love to hear from you, hear your comments. Thanks again. Please subscribe, like, and have a great day.